Can you touch on Achilles injuries? Because now there's like an uproar, obviously also in our club, but in general, what's your opinion with Achilles injuries? The cause of it is it related to the shoes? Is it related to the calf injuries that maybe it may have occurred in the past? Is it related to the load? Too much, not enough? What's your opinion?
Well, you know, if I knew.
Yeah,
yeah. Nobody really knows, and thank God I had only one in my career big event, or just very few. But it's been happening more in professional basketball, and that's another thing. Going back to statistics, just because there's some high-profile events doesn't mean that it's necessarily increased this injury. We just saw some famous people getting it, and you think it's everywhere. Mm-hmm. It's called availability bias. Mm-hmm. But there is evidence, and there's a great study done by Adam Petway out of Louisville, that he looked into Achilles tendon statistics and mechanism, how it happens. And it seems to be, I don't know, so first of all, there's 70% of all Achilles injuries are happening with the same mechanism, which is this fake step back. If I can show, you have a bent ankle, dorsiflexion on the ankle, bent knee, torso is forward, and then is this false step that you're faking and trying to move, but your foot is back, the ankle is bent, is dorsiflexed, and you're trying to push, and instead of pushing, there's first a downward movement of the Achilles. So you're trying to push, and it's flexed and then it extends, and the theory is that the stretch is too much and the load is too much over there, the stretching load, and the Achilles breaks. The Achilles is the strongest tendon in the body. It's very hard to break. And it's also, in most cases, there's a little bit of external rotation, so you're not here, you're a little bit here, and you try to move, boom, and it snaps, right? You're not going anywhere. There's no movement, so it's the downward part that fails. And that's the mechanism. And load has been blamed, the long-term load, because my guess was always that the tendon should be able to handle this load, but maybe there's micro damage over the years and it just snapped. It's just this moment that the forces went to these weakened tissues. That's one theory. Muscle activation, if the calf is injured, is not, because every time, that's another point that is more technical. Every time you have a joint, let's say, or a body part, let's focus on the joint, that is painful, swollen, even a little bit, the muscles around tend to lose their normal activation, okay? In severe cases like ACL, they lose all activation. That's why you see after the ACL operation, somebody walks out of the surgery room, they have no quads. But why did that happen? The right quad, let's say, is almost intact. The left is non-existent, but they both didn't work for the same amount of time. It's neural. Okay, so after an injury, after an ankle sprain, you must know for sure that your lower leg muscles are not functioning correctly. You know that. We should know that as practitioners. And also, although you see he can run, well, wait. You know, appearances can be deceiving, but so if you have pain in the calf, maybe there's disrupted nervous system function, to talk simply, and maybe more loads are going to the Achilles. Micro damage has been blamed, load has been blamed, shoes not so much, but the research is inconclusive. Mm-hmm. So not quite sure. From our side, what you can do before, you can increase what we call the stiffness of the tendons, try to increase it with exercise, with isometrics, plyometrics, just make the tissue, do certain exercises that target that particular tissue and make it more resilient, let's say, which is, what we're all trying to do.
So